For the next 3 days, I go on a solo trip again. Didn't plan much, just wanted to embrace a slower pace of life. Did some cooking, thinking, and kayaking. This video contains quiet rainy moments and me talking about random stuff. I do venture out and step into some cool shops. Did I actually find this beautiful Korean chest and stuff it into my trunk? All this and more coming right up. Thanks to Bokksu for sponsoring this video. Hello darlings! Greetings from Washington State. For the next 2 nights, I'm going on a solo trip. Gonna stay in an area called Great View in Mason County. I've never been in that area. Tonight we're sleeping at a tiny house located right next to water where we could kayak from. Amazing. And now it is 4 p.m. From here, it's going to take 50 minutes to get to the tiny house. Tonight the sun sets at 4:41. It's gonna be dark when we get there. Without further ado, let's go! While I prefer arriving to my destination in daylight, I've checked into Airbnbs and hotels after sunset many times before. It's all good because tonight's check-in was a piece of cake, and I tucked myself into a cozy bed. What a difference the angle makes. That's what it's like when you meet people. When 1,000 people meet the same person, they're likely not gonna have the same opinion or perspective of that person. Some people see this, or that, or that. I don't do it enough, but I do love kayaking. Makes me feel so alive. Must be that fresh air, greenery, and just moving the body. I can swim, but I do have a fear of deep water though, because my imagination runs wild, as it does in pitch black darkness. But today, all these views and the joy of just being out here, I forget about any fear. Let's head back to the tiny house and dry up from the rain. Artichoke time! A part of me just wants to stay in, paint, and just take it real easy. However, another part of me really wants to adventure around. I gotta write a birthday card and stop by the post office, so that is a reason I have to go out. I'm okay with taking it real slow and staying inside all day. The past week has been hectic, so it's whirling winds in my head, like so many thoughts, so many tasks. I feel like I'm at a point where I have so many things to do, I'm no longer efficient. So I feel like taking it really slow is gonna allow me to just breathe and clear the mind. I wanna say thanks to Bokksu for sponsoring this video. For those new to Bokksu, Bokksu is a premium Japanese snack subscription that delivers original assortments of Japanese snacks and tea pairings. Every month you get a box with a different theme, and the snacks are always different. It's a gourmet journey through Japan every month. This month's theme is Prefecture Passion. And this is the culture guidebook. It'll tell you details of each snack, like the ingredients and the origins. This red snack caught my eye. Whoa, that is interesting. I've never seen a snack like that. It looks like a very flat boat. Shinsu no koibito. Looks unique and tastes unique. Very exciting. So the boat, that is like a wafer, and it has a kind of a sticky effect at times, just like some ice cream cones. And the middle part, the filling, textures like a roasted peanut. For the next snack, let's try with Mommy O. Time travel! Oh, hi, Mommy O. Hi. Which snack do you want to try?
Popcorn.
Cheers. I think it's yuzu. It is made of yuzu and pepper, thus the slight spiciness. Mamio wants to try this next. Remember I tried it just a while ago.
It means lover. Wow, so sweet, like a lover. Sometimes lover is not sweet. It is like fried apple chips.
Up next, let's eat the curry. It looks like very powdered fries. That has the most intense flavor of the three we just tried. That made my eyes pop. Which of the three do you like the most?
Lover. Apple something.
For savory stuff, I do like the curry one the most. Wanna try Bokksu? Use my code and link to get 10% off your own authentic Japanese snack subscription from Bokksu. Bokksu makes an awesome gift to family and friends who appreciate Japanese food and culture. Bokksu is having a holiday giveaway. From now until December 31st, all new and existing subscribers are automatically entered for a chance to win free tickets to Japan. There will be 5 lucky winners. This means when you gift Bokksu to someone, they get a chance to win. Link in the description box for more details. I was thinking to drive 20 minutes southwest to Shelton. However, my host was recommending some shops in Belfair, which is about 20 minutes as well, but in the opposite direction. And so, Belfair, here we come. First stop is White Barn Home and Garden. The moment you enter, you can't help but notice the festive decor. Wow, I'm getting dizzy, but in a good way. Here's another angle of the majestic Christmas tree. Actually, they had a lot of decorated Christmas trees, and so much more. Though it was rainy, the outdoor space was still a delight to walk through. Such an inviting setup. Whoa, it's a light blue pumpkin! Is it painted? No, it feels real. The way these pumpkins are placed look like zombies swarming a human. Turns out they have a Saturday market every week, and a truck selling Italian food. When I was driving, this guy moved and I thought he was real. Upon closer inspection, he's not exactly a sentient being. I want to show you guys what I got from what was that place called? White Barn Home and Garden. I picked up a birthday card and a Christmas card. The way they decorated their Christmas trees were so creative and cute. On my favorite Christmas tree, they put mushrooms, squirrels, an owl, a big owl. And I really wanted to get like a lot of owls and just put it in my own Christmas tree, but I'm on a budget, so I did get a small owl. It fits in the palm of my hand. The size reminds me of when my little rabbit, and when he was a baby, he fit in the palm of the hand like this. Oh. Ooh, the fog on the trees. Mysterious and lovely. Less than a minute from White Barn is Crazy Hill Garden and Botanicals. The entrance is fluffy of various plants. These violet-colored berries are called Botanier's Beauty Berry. Yes, Beauty Berry. These bright flowers make highlighters jealous. This looks like a spiky tentacle. It reminds me of an octopus, but plant version. I really wanted to get something from the garden place, but I love looking at plants. I'm definitely not good at taking care of plants. And in the past, when I get plants, they tend to die. But now you guys know the place. They did have a lot of cool statues. And now let's go to JK's Treasure, antique shopping. There's some things I want to get for my office makeover. I never really fully decorated my office. But in the next 2-ish months, I really want to get it done because I want to start filming art videos in there for my other channel. They say one man's trash is another man's treasure. If we look carefully, we just might find our precious treasure. For a second, I thought these were cookies, but they're fish fossils. So much to scan through. Feels like my eyes are running a marathon. No way, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. I've been wanting this for years. A Korean chest comes with a butterfly norige. Surprise! It's got secret compartments. You're coming home with me. I went in thinking I was just gonna buy some vintage photos. I did not expect to see a Korean chest in there. I've been looking for an antique style Korean chest. Now, I'm not an expert on Korean furniture, so I'm not sure how far that dates back, or if it's a piece that's made new but made to look old. But what I can tell you is when you Google it, the prices are quite expensive. Somehow Home Depot sells it. They have a $470 one, $860 one. They even go for $1,500 depending on the type of chest. Of course, the sizes will vary, and this one says it's a small Korean chest, and that's like $1,000. This one goes for $1,300 and is $350 delivery. So finding this Korean chest here and paying it was like $180. If you don't call that a deal, I don't know what is. It's now 4 p.m. Sun's gonna set around 4:30. I did want to stop by the wetland trail, but it's still raining and the sun is gonna set soon. So it is time to head back to the Airbnb, the tiny house, and just chill out there. Just got back. Now, I personally really enjoy finding out the history of buildings. So even like a regular building, like for example, like a grocery store, what was there before the grocery store? What's the history of that piece of land? I love finding things out like that. So with JK's Treasure, what I learned was that used to be a church, and then it became an American restaurant, and then became a Chinese restaurant, and now it is an antique shop. Anyways, I thought that was an interesting piece of history. Interesting for me at least, but maybe interesting for you too. It's not even 7:30, but it feels like 9 p.m. Time to eat breakfast and watch some TV. TV meaning this view. A couple months ago, I sent in my blood and stool samples to a company and I found out a couple things. For one, they tell you what foods to avoid for your body and what are your personal superfoods. Now, I know like there's a lot of articles out there saying, oh, blueberry is a superfood, this is a superfood, that is a superfood. But one person's superfood is another person's poison. People have food allergies, so if they are allergic to a food that is a superfood, generalized superfood, that is not a superfood to them. Turns out some of the things I've been eating every day are actually foods I should avoid, like turmeric, I can never pronounce that. And I was so sad to learn that some of the foods I have to minimize are almonds and coconut water. Those are some of my favorite foods. I'll still eat them, but just not daily and not a lot. Turns out kale and white mushrooms and oats, those are supposedly my personal superfoods. I gotta do my morning ritual. Some journaling and sketching. Here's a quick sketch of the waterfront view from the tiny house. We have a wooden structure leading to the water where you take off from the kayak. A bunch of trees, little island popping out, and then all the bushes. Here's what the tiny house looks like from afar. It's got a private patio, outdoor bathtub, and indoor bathroom. Super cool how you can kayak directly from the property. For the detailed house tour, watch it on my YouTube channel. I uploaded it last week, and now it is time to check out of the Airbnb. And by the stairs, we have a bunch of tiny houses, fairy homes. I'm debating, on the way home, should I or should I not stop by a restaurant? Now, every trip, I try to make it a goal to check out a restaurant, a new place I've never been. And there is an Italian restaurant, my previous Airbnb host, the one where we went and stayed at their enchanted cottage, They were recommending Il Luciano, I think it was. The people who watch my travel videos, like some people really want to get ideas on where to eat, where to stay. So that is a check off we did not do yet. I mean, I was debating on going to the restaurant, but yeah, let's just go. Let's go. Let's try a new place together.
E già da un po' sono in strada con il capo all'insù a guardare verso il cielo e non mi riesce di trovare la luna. Mi viene una gran voglia di chiamarla. Luna! Magari si affaccia.
I want to talk to you a little bit about the food. I wrote some notes down while I was eating. I felt like I should have gotten the pasta, but pasta often makes me feel sleepy and I want to function for the rest of the day. I would prefer to eat pasta in the evening instead of during the daytime. I also need to drive and I don't want to feel sleepy and tired when I'm driving. The chicken piccata was a bit tangy. It was very comforting. It felt very like a homemade food. It was like a mild to medium flavor. And the arugula, it was interesting because it looks very simple and plain. However, because there was like a nice little olive oil on there, it was tasty. I heard people talking. I think it was the owner and he was like talking about the house-made gnocchi. The pasta itself, most of it here is not house-made, but the gnocchi, there was a house-made gnocchi on the menu and I really wish I got that. But once again, I was like, am I gonna feel sleepy after I eat that? So I didn't get it. But I really, really want to try that one. I come here again for the gnocchi. And there's also dessert. And now it is time to go home. It's a bit of a drive. I'm gonna do some car karaoke. I belt out in my car. I get really shy if I like sing in front of other people, but in the car, I'm like far from shy. I'm like, yeah, like, and I can't wait to get that furniture into my office. As I film this, it is Friday. Typically when I go on these filming trips in Washington, I try to go on a weekday because on weekends, restaurants tend to be busier. Weekdays also tend to have more availability for accommodations, such as Airbnbs, hotels, this and that. Oh my, the Korean chest looks so good with my wall. Emerald green, deep dark brown, and gold. Ooh, that is a hot combo. This wall looks empty for now. Remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell. For food and travel in Korea, check out my other channel, Sweet and Tasty TV. Toodles, my noodles. The tide went back down during the night. Tide is going back up again. The Airbnb check-in starts at 3 p.m. and right now it is 3:15 p.m. I was trying to arrive at the Airbnb at 3 p.m. but somehow I always get a little bit behind schedule, so always have a little cushion time. That's one of my top tips for anyone who's traveling. Always put in some cushion time between things. So if you want to do something and then another something, put some cushion between. You don't want to rush, and then have your whole trip be about rushing. And when your trip's over, you're like, what did I do? All I did was rush. And then that was not relaxing or fun at all. So yeah, always put a little cushion time. Currently, I'm at the midway point. Just got gas at Costco and drove a little bit more, and we're gonna stop by the market. Plants are lined up at the storefront. Some of these look like a vegetable. Visually, I could imagine this on a winter salad. But is it edible? Maybe not. These wreaths are made completely with leaves. Either side of each leaf is used in a way to enhance contrast. What's this white thing on a popsicle stick? A snack for unicorns, perhaps? I love how they always decorate with their green onions. Last time it was this. After grabbing food for the trip, I admire the mushrooms. 'Cause why not? Just got back from grocery shopping and now it is 4 p.m. Where did the time go? Is time playing a joke on me? I feel like the past year, half of the time, my brain is just fried. Like I'm operating really slow, I think. Anyways, let's get going. Let's hit the road. Actually, I know where the time went. There are some markets you step into and you get sucked into the products. And you're like, ooh, this looks good. Ooh, that looks good. Ooh, this is interesting. Ooh, what's that food? What's that snack? So that's what I got into at this market. No regrets. I like looking at the packaging. I like looking at the design. I like studying the ingredients. It's fun. It's fun for me. And if it's fun, it's kind of like a vacation, right? I'm looking at the weather and 6 p.m. it is 100% rain. And through the night, good chance of rain. For some people, rain is kryptonite. But what spinach is to Popeye, rain is to me. Rain makes me dance. Rain makes me excited. So I'm excited to hear what the raindrops will sound like tonight. It's gonna be a lullaby. While I do have a preference as to exactly what type of raindrop sound I like, overall, I like them all. Whether it's soft dropping sounds or like hardcore raindrops, I like them all shades of it. It's not even 7:30, but it feels like 9 p.m. Oh, and recently, a couple days ago, it was daylight savings, and I had no idea. Because, you know, the iPhone, or cell phones in general, they change the time automatically. So, this one morning, I think I woke up like extra early, and I was like, why am I already awake? I guess that's when it became 1 hour backwards. Right? No, forwards. Oh, this confuses me. I bought some crackers. Got some goat cheese to go with it. It might say kimchi on there, but actually the contents are entirely something else. Mommy O made this chicken salad. Oops, it fell down. And she packed it for me. This cheese has a little tanginess to it, a little sour. It is fresh. I bought it yesterday from the market. This is a place you want to stay more than one night because there's a lot to observe. You know, the tide goes in and out. This morning the tide was low, but now it's high. And it's one of those things where, you know, if you just like are always busy, you're not going to notice all these little details. But if you like sit down and just observe, you will see. And you know, when we were kayaking, we saw seals. There were some seals right in front of us, like this. From this window view you could see seals, and then they were following us as well. Not close, they're just like, they're like cute and like little, really subtle playful when we were out there. Subtle playful as in like they're following us but still from like a distance. Smells like food, so I'm gonna air it out. Let some fresh air in. So many choices, I cannot decide, so I'm gonna close my eyes and just pick randomly. Oh, I got a teeny one. We got bigger snacks and bite-sized ones. What is this one about? Yuzu salt koiji arare rice cracker. It contains fermented rice and umami-rich seasoning. Tastes like a cracker I grew up with, however, it's got that punch because of the yuzu. Overall, it's on the mild side. That's something that Mommy O is gonna love, so I'm gonna save the two other crackers, the same ones for her. I love what it says. The gift comes with the imagination of joy of the recipient, and this can make people pleased when it is found out. How do you describe that flavor?
Very unique.
Unique. I agree. Unique.
It looks like turkey or the tail, head, and
Hey, that's a fun idea. These popcorn is like looking at clouds. So you take a look and you're, oh, it looks kind of like a mouse. Or it looks kind of like an elephant head.
This looks like a dog or a turkey tail.
I don't see a dog or a turkey, but I do see a rabbit. You know, when you look at clouds, everyone might see something similar or something very different.
There's quite a bit of popcorn in this, and it's like never ending. There must be over 100 pieces, right?
Thanks again to Bokksu for sponsoring this video.